What up? What up? What up? What's up, everybody? Hey, man, I just want to come on just for a few minutes and drop a little knowledge for you, share a few things with you. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever heard the phrase that says, man, if you think education is expensive, try ignorance? That's what we're going to be talking about today, guys. I'm going to be sharing with you how not having a financial plan is just too expensive. Look, let me put it like this. You cannot afford not to have a financial plan. So let me share with you the reasons why very quickly. I'm not going to be on long today. If this is your first time seeing me, my name is Alex. I'm a financial planner and licensed insurance advisor. And I help people just like you create more wealth, build more freedom so you can live your best life and leave a legacy for your family. So, hey, listen, let's get right into it, guys. Uh, what do I mean? When I talk about financial planning, okay, financial planning, I know a lot of times it might sound foreign to some people. It might sound overly complicated for some people. It may even sound expensive to some people. But guess what? You're going to see why financial planning is something that isn't expensive at all, and how financial planning actually makes you money. So let me get right into it. First of all, let me in some way define what financial planning looks like. Okay, financial planning looks like. This is just a real quick diagram that just shows what financial planning encompasses. Okay, and so as a in the process of financial planning, it's all about identifying and understanding where you are financially, identifying financial opportunities. Okay, excuse me. Identifying financial opportunities where you might be able to either save money, okay, make your money grow, or protect you from some risk. So let's go over it real quickly. Financial planning. Financial planning actually covers these areas that you see on the screen. First of all, financial planning has a lot to do with having a wealth mindset. Having a wealth mindset. It is absolutely true. What you think is what you achieve. What you believe to be true, that is what's true for you. So if you happen to be in a situation where you think that you are not worthy, um, don't know how, it's too complicated, overly expensive, you won't be able to succeed. All of these things have everything to do with how you think about yourself and your financial situation. But if you begin to understand and know everything in life, okay, whatever it is that you want to accomplish, it first starts with a thought that you have in your mind. Okay, so your thoughts influence your beliefs influence your actions will dictate your habits, and your habits will dictate your lifestyle. Okay, so having a wealth mindset is extremely important, because whatever you feel and think about money is how you're going to act, and how you're going to treat money in your life. And as a result, that is going to determine what type of lifestyle you have. Okay, so financial planning does it helps you to understand and develop a wealth mindset, so you can have wealth, so you can take action, develop wealth habits, so you can get the results that you truly want in your life. What else? Financial planning really talks about having an income strategy, determining how and where your sources of income will come from, because every dollar that you make isn't equal. It makes a difference. For people who are W 2 earners, guess what? They're taxed higher than people who are either self-employed, business owners, and the people who actually get taxed the least amount are investors. Investors actually get taxed at a lower tax rate, okay, than people who are actually out there earning the money every single day in their check, okay? So making sure that you have streams of income that comes into you. You have multiple streams of income, at least three, okay, and that you make sure that those flows are coming from sources that are not taxed very high, okay, like dividends, like capital gains, okay, things of that nature. All right, monies that come from a business, okay. So you want to make sure that you are taxed on the profits or the money that you actually distribute to yourself from a business, even better, okay. And so financial planning goes into how you generate your income and how do you actually receive that income to lower your tax base, lower your taxes in the process. Financial planning also covers budgeting, managing, making sure that you are managing well the money that's coming into your household, making sure that you understand where it's going, what categories, and how much and how often. You're going to see that these things are very important. Tax reduction strategy, extremely important. You want to make sure that you are reducing your debt and interest. Okay, interest is the cost that you pay for monies that you borrow. Okay, that's the cost of borrowing money for the things that you don't have money for. So you want to make sure that you are eliminating as much debt as you possibly can, and therefore eliminating interest as well. Investing strategy. You want to have a strategy for making your money grow, preferably in a way where you never have to pay tax on it. Okay? Financial planning talks about that. It's all about how do you minimize your debt, your cost of debt? How do you minimize the taxes on your gains? How do you access those gains without having extra taxes, fees, or penalties? Okay, all of those things are extremely important. You want to make sure that you have a protection strategy. Protection from what? Protection from taxes, protection from banks and creditors. You want to make sure that you are not liable um, for for lawsuits, for judgments, bankruptcies, foreclosures, right? All of those things are extremely important. And then when it comes to estate planning, you want to make sure that you have a plan in place so your hard-earned assets, your hard-earned money, the things that you work for throughout your entire life, you want to make sure that those things are going to the right place. Let me know if this is making sense, guys, and let me know if you can actually hear me. Let me check my microphone to make sure that you can see me and hear me. All right, you can see me and hear me. Okay. So yeah, so let's get to it. Let's get to it. How much is it going to cost you? Okay? Because a lot of times people think education is expensive. Let me actually share with you that education is actually not expensive at all. In fact, ignorance is way more expensive than education would ever be. So what am I talking about? Let's look at it really quickly. Number one, not having a tax plan or a tax strategy for your money over your lifetime will cost you somewhere in the neighborhood of $181,000. How did I get that figure? Where does that come from? What does that look like? Let's look at it really quick. So the average person gets a $3,025 tax return. That was the average amount of tax return for 2020. Okay? So if you take that $3,025, All right. And if you also employed some tax saving strategies, if you were willing to open yourself up to learn how to maximize your tax exemptions and deductions, you would be able to find at least another $1,000. Okay, at least another $1,000, a way to save yourself at least another $1,000 of taxes. So all in all, you're looking at about $4,000. Okay, but just imagine if you took that $4,000 and you invested it. If you invested it, and in this case, I'm not talking about investing in trying to get a 12%, 10%. No, I'm saying simply investing and getting 6.5% return on your investment. If you took that $4,000 and invested it over 30 years, you would have $180,000. That is the power of having a tax reduction strategy, which is a part of having a financial plan. Okay, so overall, you can save yourself, or you can have an additional $181,000, or possibly even more, if you have a financial plan that includes how you want to save taxes and invest those savings into a return or an investment vehicle that'll get you 6.5% for 30 years. Okay. All right. Let's go on. Not getting the full 401k match from your employer. So if you happen to be work for a company, in all likelihood, that company probably has a 401k program available. Okay. And so many people are not participating in the program because they say, Alex, I mean, I can't, I can't save money. I can't save from the money that I'm making, right? So how am I going to be able to participate? Listen, I just showed you earlier, if you learn how to put together a financial plan, or if you work with someone who can help you identify tax savings, those tax savings you can actually start to use, and you can start investing that into your company's 401k program. By doing so, oftentimes companies nowadays have what's called a 401k match, which means oftentimes they will match you a certain percentage of the contributions that you make. Okay, so if you fully take advantage of your employer's 401k program and you match the full amount, you max it out. Okay, that'll roughly um, they will contribute, and that'll roughly bring you, how much is that? An extra $2,900 a year. Okay, that's how, on average, how much they would contribute to your retirement. Okay, so that's an extra $2,900 a year. If you were to take that $2,900 a year and again invested it, right? Now you'll have an extra $206,000 in 30 years. That's an extra $206,000. So between saving money on your taxes and also getting your 401k match from your employer, you are now $440,000 richer. Let me tell you something. You can't afford not to have a financial plan. You cannot afford to work with someone or hire someone who can help you identify opportunities for you to be able to save money on your taxes, for you to be able to get your employer match, for you to know exactly how you can invest your money so you won't be at a risk of losing it, right? Someone who can help you put it in the right places to make sure that you are maximizing your dollars. What else do we have? What else do we have? And this is going to blow your mind. Watch this. Did you know not tracking and not managing your money, not having a budget, not having a spending plan, will actually cost you $700,000 over a 30-year period? How on earth did I come up with that number? Again, I'm a financial planner. I am a financial coach. I see this, I help people identify opportunities and places where they can save and better manage their money. I help people look for what's most important to them, what do they value most, and what are their financial priorities. I help them determine what their financial goals are and then put together a plan or strategy to help them to achieve that goal. So in this particular case, on average, people waste, okay, through non-essential spending. People waste on average $16,000 to $17,000 a year. Okay, $16,000 to $17,000 a year on spending for non-essential or non-important items. We're talking about things like eating out. We're talking about takeout. We're talking about drinks. We're talking about apps on your phone, subscriptions. We're talking about bank fees. We're talking about overpaying on car insurance or homeowners insurance. We're talking about paying more in interest than you absolutely should. Having not so good credit also is an expense because they wind up charging you more money in interest, right? For the monies that you borrow. See, all of these little things begin to add up. Gym memberships that you're not using, okay? Bottled water, eating out all the time. All of these things. Now, I don't believe in cutting out all of these expenses because I believe that you really should enjoy life a little bit. You should have some of the things that make life enjoyable for you, right? You work hard for those things. So I think it's important that you enjoy some of those things. So what I did was I took that $16,000 of wasteful spending and I said, what if we just cut that down to half? What if we just took $8,000, right? What if we just cut it down to $8,000 of wasteful spending and you kept the other $8,000? Well, if you take the $8,000 every single year that we spend because we're not tracking our money, we're not managing our money, because we don't have a spending plan, because we're not looking for ways that we can save and keep more of our dollars. So what if we wind up taking $8,000 by putting together a financial plan? We take that $8,000 and we invest it at 6.5% over a 30-year period. That's how we come up with $700,000. Guys, let me tell you, you cannot afford not to have a financial plan. You cannot afford to not have someone who can help you identify opportunities for you to save money, help you identify opportunities for you to generate additional streams of income. Having someone who can help you get rid of waste and help you better track and manage your dollars, help you invest your money and be able to maximize each and every dollar that comes into your household. If you have someone that's working with you, who's helping you go through the process, who's helping you develop good money habits, who's supporting you all along the way, who's helping you, helping guide you in helping you determine what investment vehicles you should be considering and looking at. If you do all of these things, guys, you can have an additional $1.1 million. Again, we're talking about $180,000 that come from tax savings. We're talking about $260 that come from your employer match. Even if you work for yourself, there's a way that you can actually save up, and you can actually open up your own retirement savings program for yourself if you are self-employed, okay, or you work for a place that does not have a 401k plan. All right. Either way, you're looking at being able to save and invest and have an extra $1.1 million over a 30-year period. At a minimum, you're talking about $885,000 of monies because you have a financial plan, because you have an income strategy, because you have a tax reduction or a tax elimination strategy, because you have a strategy and a way of tracking your dollars and your spending. See, many people think of this and they hear this and it doesn't sound sexy. Let me tell you something. Getting rich and being wealthy, it isn't the sexy stuff. It isn't going out there and making six figures a year, or six figures a month, or six figures a day. That isn't where that's not where true wealth comes in. True wealth comes in because people are smart about the monies that they generate, the income that they generate, how and where they spend it, and with whom. See, your money is gonna make either it's gonna do one of two things. It's either gonna make you rich, or it's gonna make someone else rich. And too often, because we don't have a spending plan, money's come into our hands. It comes into our household. We get more money, and because we're not managing it well, we wind up throwing it away. It goes, as soon as it comes in, it goes right back out in terms of expenses, of rent, of spending money on things where the money doesn't come back to you. That's where having a spending plan comes into place, guys. So let me tell you, if you if you want me to take a look at where you are financially right now to help you identify opportunities that you have at your fingertips. Again, it isn't about necessarily trying to go out and make more money. It's about using more wisely the monies that you already have, using those dollars to build you wealth and to build your family's wealth. All right. If you want to be able to learn more about that, you can actually go to candidly.com/Alex Allure. Okay. And you can schedule a free consultation with me, and we will look at and we'll discover opportunities where you can begin to save and better prioritize the dollars that you already have. Okay. And so we'll be able to look at how to make that money work for you. Instead of making other folks rich, we'll be able to discover and figure out how to use your money to make you wealthy. Okay. So you can schedule with me at candidly.com/Alex Allure, or you can actually grab um, a course, my Financial Independence Roadmap. It's over 10 hours of me actually running you through from start to finish, taking you through each one of these phases of building wealth from start to finish. Okay. And you can go to the link that you see on the screen, okay, at payhip.com/B/ZOQDS. I don't know what that stands for, but if you go there, you can take a look at the financial independence. Like I said, it's over 10 hours of great content that walks you from start to finish on how to build financial wealth for yourself and for your family. Okay. So the great thing about that it's over $3,000 of value. You can grab that for just $47. Okay, so you have a couple of options. You can reach out to me at canley.com/Alex Allure, and we can set up an appointment with me, and we can talk about what would actually work best for you to help you build more wealth for yourself or your family. Or you can take advantage of the Financial Independence Bootcamp, and you can grab my financial course. It's over 10 hours of training, and it comes complete with worksheets that walk you through the process of building wealth. All right. So hey guys, again, I want to thank you so much for jumping on, for spending time with me. Remember, understand, you are worthy of building wealth for yourself and for your family. And your dollars are going to do one or two things. It's either going to make you wealthy or someone else wealthy. And I believe that you are worthy of building wealth, and I believe you worked hard for it. So let me help you learn how to put your hard-earned dollars to work to build wealth for yourself and for your family and for the next generation. All right? So take care. God bless. We'll see you next time.